Welcome to Lockpicking Legend and the ugliest, most unpleasant, hideous, disgusting padlock in the world. I mean, look at the size of it up against this little padlock here. Look. It's almost the size of the shackle, and that's a 50mm padlock. I mean, what was the brief for this one? It's a Russian lock, I think. I want you to make the most ugly padlock ever that the Americans cannot even look at without recoiling. I mean, it's like one of those old competitions where you look at something photographed from an odd angle and try and work out what it is. A peculiar thing. I mean, you can tell by the key how big the actual plug is. I mean, there's so much surplus material on this padlock. It's insane. Shove that in there. Oh, good Lord. Should carry a shackle warning. Warning, this shackle might break your jaw. You can see the shackle release was in there. But actually, for all its atrocious aesthetics, it actually allows me to show you some interesting, some of the endless mysteries of lockpicking. Good Lord, look at it in the vise. Make sure it don't tip the vise over, or the table, or the planet. Change the change the axis of the planet. If it's just got cold where you live, I apologise. A little bit of give on the plug there. I'm going to start off with just a bit of single pin picking. And immediately, I mean, I've had a few goes at this, but these pins, they're like dimple pins. They're huge, and there's the springs. You know, these springs are like some kind of shock absorbers. Huge. I mean, I'm getting some good Lord. I'm getting some results, but look, the spring on it is ridiculous. This is a single spring picking, but they're setting, getting somewhere. You know, they're, for their size, they're actually binding quite nicely. It's sort of, it kind of, oh, come on. Where are we now? 3, 5 there. Go on, son. God, I need a crowbar. They all seem to be, there you go, it was that number 1. There you go. So, single pin picking and a bit of elbow grease. Managed to get that open. Let's see some other things we can do with it. And this is where it gets interesting. And your classic city rake. Now, it's a bit of a rocker technique, but it might look a bit peculiar, but you're going to be surprised when in a matter of seconds, look, there you go. Rocking a city rake. Opens that lock. Now, you might wonder why that on its own is of interest, but I tried a variety of raking techniques with it. I tried zipping. I've tried, look, this classic Bogota. And the thing is, because the pins are so big, the curves in the Bogota aren't doing what they usually do. You know, the pins are just too big for a Bogota rake to have any effect. You know, I don't think I've set a single pin. Just no good, because the design of the Bogota is designed for normal sized pins. The old lockpicking legend back of a hook pick classic. You'll see me open padlocks like that before, and that isn't having any joy whatsoever. And you know, the endless mysteries. And there's a lesson here, you know, a bit of zipping. some tools, some techniques will work on some padlocks and some locks and others won't. You can buy a really expensive lock and open it with a zipping technique, but can't single pin pick it. You can buy a really cheap padlock and next to nothing will work on it. And that little city rake just does it. And it is these endless mysteries of lockpicking that keeps us engaged. But an absolute pleasure to perhaps never see this lock again. I might put it on eBay and see if I can pay someone to take it away from me. Lockpicking legend. Good night.